Alrighty, good morning, babes. Good afternoon. Hi.
Is it? Shit.
Is it afternoon? Not yet, it's morning.
Not.
Okay.
Thank God.
Today, 2.0, babes talk about money. I'm here with my money master babe, Sunniva Holt. And last time we covered, oh look, we've got someone here. Oh, cute. This is exciting. Hi. Last time we covered budgets, and we also spoke about budgeting, getting out of debt, like debt consolidation and things like that. So a little wrap up on me. I totally did my budget, which is fab.
Yay.
I tried to consolidate my debt, but I don't have a steady income. So they wouldn't let me do it. Right. But that's okay because I'm now, I've been applying for jobs.
Woo-hoo.
I've been applying for jobs. Okay. So this is really positive. So then I can get my constant weekly income. And then I can look at consolidating my debt and things like that. But this week we wanted to speak to money mindset. Because growing up, I didn't have a lot of money. And I also, this might sound a little bit strange, but I feel comfortable living on zero. And so whenever money comes in, I'm happy to spend it and get it out because it's kind of like a game, and I don't know if this is an actual thing, but it's like a game of, I have $0 in my account, or like, I've got $20 and I've got to make this last 2 days or something like that.
It's a game.
It's a game. It's a challenge. Challenge accepted. So changing this mindset of money and not letting it be just like a throwaway thing, or last time you spoke about giving money a home. So we're gonna drive off now.
Right, let's do it.
And can you speak to us a little bit around money and mindset?
Yeah, okay, well let's start with what you were talking about before. So we inherit money stories from our parents and the people around us, and that's often our default setting, and that's why we like have that go-to of like, feeling like we spend everything that we earn and we're never getting anywhere and that kind of thing. So there are so many stories around money that we would have heard, like money doesn't grow on trees, and money is the root of all evil, and it's really hard to make money.
Even, do you know, yesterday when I was putting up, does anyone have any burning money questions? I was like, oh my gosh, I'm talking about burning money. Like, no!
Don't do that. Yeah, so it's, first of all, it's identifying what your money story is. And then, so get really clear on what your story is and where it came from, if you can kind of trace it back. And then just make the decision to rewrite it. Okay. Right, so you can just reframe your story and start a new one, because like, leave the past in the past and make now your new story, right? And so you start saying, I'm really good with money, money loves me, and just turn it into like this beautiful relationship with money.
Right. Okay, so how do I take these steps to changing my story when this is something that I've had for the last 30, or not 30 years, but probably a good 20 years?
I just had a thought then and now it's gone away. So one thing that's really important is to catch your language. Right. So whenever you say, like, don't say I'm broke, or don't say that you can't afford it. Never ever say that you can't afford it.
I say that all the time.
Yeah, right. But just like, you actually can. You can afford the things that you really want to afford, right? Like, you can afford a coffee if you really want a coffee.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You find ways to get the stuff that you really want. Like, you went to Tony Robbins.
Yes.
That was a lot of money.
Right?
But you found a way to make it work.
Yeah, right.
Because you really wanted to go. And so it's turning it into a choice, because it's not that you can't afford it, it's that you haven't chosen it and it's not a priority.
Okay.
So that's what it has to turn around, and then it empowers you and it creates like this positivity around money.
Okay.
Because you're like, oh no, I don't choose that. Instead of, oh, I can't afford it, I'm too broke, I'm like, I don't have enough.
Right.
So it's just about using positive words around money, and it will start to change your mindset over time.
Yeah. So what kind of language should I be using? You said I don't choose that.
Yeah.
language that I should use. How do I bring more money into my life? Like, what would the language or the mindset be to bring more money into my life?
Yeah, so we talked before about how money needs a home, it needs a purpose. So how I said before about like, well, you wanted to go to Tony Robbins, you found the money to do that. So first of all, get really clear on what it is that you want in your life.
Okay.
And then you've got to, if you don't have a target, you can't hit it.
Yes. Right?
Yeah. So create your targets, and then once you've got that, then you've got like something really clear to aim towards.
Okay.
And then you can start attracting the money.
Yeah.
And the other thing I think really helps is just money needs to trust you, and it needs to know that you're good with it. So when you track your money and you know when it's coming in and it's going out, and you don't like just throw it away, or you don't hide from it, because that's what we often do.
Yes.
When money's like,
I had a credit card trying to contact me for the last few weeks, and I just kind of ignored it, and then I knew I was meeting you today, so I called them before. And one thing is, okay, I'm just gonna say, if you have people trying to contact you so that you pay their money, the other people at the other end of the line are so lovely. They're always so nice, because they're not the actual people that want the money, they're just doing their job. But so she was so lovely, and I just organised my direct debit, and now I feel so great about that.
Awesome. Yeah, like the tax department, they're like some of the nicest people you talk to. It's really weird. But it's so scary, like when you know, if you don't know.
Yeah, so not hiding from it is a big thing.
Yeah, don't hide from it. And the other thing is like, stop giving it so much power, because it's just a piece of paper with some ink on it. Like, we create this whole story around it, and as if it's going to kill us or something. Like, we have so much fear and anxiety and like this fight or fight kind of response to money.
Yeah.
But put it into perspective and remember that it's not something to be feared or to be revered.
Okay.
It's just a tool that we get to use, and it's also money is just energy. And it's another story I think that we kind of have. Another default setting is that us having more money means less for someone else.
Right.
Or
I see that.
Some people I see subconsciously don't think that they can make more money because it will make the people around them feel inferior.
Right.
And that's quite an interesting story, but it's quite common, especially in multiculture.
Okay.
I see that a lot.
And what about another story I think that I've kind of had is like people with money are
dickheads. Yeah, that was the story that I grew up with, and it was something that stopped me from getting to the next level for quite a while.
Yeah, right.
Because my parents were always like, oh, people with money are wankers. Like, it was always this thing that like, it was these power hungry, horrible people in the world, and so therefore money was like this awful thing, and if you had too much of it, then you would automatically become like a bad person or something. Right. But what I think it's really helpful is to find examples in the world of people that have a lot of money and do amazing stuff with it. There's so many people like
who? Who are some people who have lots of money who you look at?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh my gosh, I love Oprah.
She's like one of the richest women in the world, right?
But she does so much good.
She does so much good, exactly. The more money you have, the more good you can do. And that was my story.
I just got goosebumps.
I know, that was where I changed my story. I was like, oh, the more money I have, the more good I can do, the more money I can give away, the more impact I can have. Okay. And so that was the turning point that I had. And Richard Branson.
Yes.
He's amazing. He does so much.
Yeah.
The woman, J.K. Rowling.
Yep.
She is like mega billionaire, and she gives away most of her money.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And Bill Gates.
Yeah. What does he do?
He created not Apple, the other major computer system of the entire planet. That one. He started Microsoft, and he's a multi-billionaire, and he gives away most of his money as well.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
There's heaps of incredible people doing amazing stuff in the world. So focus on them and not the Donald Trumps of the world. Yes. Right? And then the other thing that's so important is to remember we want to put more money in the hands of good people. Yeah. Because then it brings that balance of power back in the world, and we can have such a bigger impact. Yeah. Yeah, you can't have an impact if you don't have money. You really can't do as much.
No, it's so true. Yeah. Okay, and is there anything else that you feel like is big around money and mindset before we wrap up?
Yeah, one like correlation that I really like is that looking the way we look at money as being like a bad thing is kind of like thinking that a car is bad because a drunk driver got in the car and killed somebody.
Okay.
It's not money that's the problem, it's the person behind it.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. I can really relate to that.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to wrap up with our money mindset, we need to look at the old stories or the stories around money that we have, that we hold now and where they came from. And so I'm going to go home and I'll write these down so that I become really clear on what they are, and then write down my new mindsets around money.
Another step as well is just to dismantle those beliefs.
Okay, how do I do that?
So you want to look at them and go and like figure out, well, why they're actually quite stupid.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And then create your new ones.
And create my new ones. And then give myself some leverage on my new ones, like talking, maybe writing down why this is like fabulous or the positive things creating this new mindset will bring into my life.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good way to get.
Yeah,
then it creates power for me to go, oh my gosh, yes. It's like the same thing of like writing down my current money stories and then dislodging them and writing down the things of why they are silly and ridiculous, and then creating my new powerful money stories and writing down, becoming very clear on why they are positive and powerful.
Yeah.
And then from there, we want to, before we get on to like looking at the amazing people who are doing fabulous things with lots of money, was there anything in there that you felt like we needed to add in there?
Language.
Oh, language, yes. Okay, the way we speak about money. So not saying, I can't afford that, saying instead, I choose not to.
Yeah, create you want to think of money as a relationship that you have, and you want to create like a really beautiful relationship with money.
Yes,
you know?
I do.
Yes,
I
you
really
do.
do. Okay, and then after that, we go to finding our people who inspire us, who have money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then what was that final one that we just did?
I think we should go.
I think we should go. It's a green light.
It's a green light. I think the other thing we talked about is, the three things: that money is a tool.
Yes.
Money is energy, and money is an amplifier.
Okay.
So money only amplifies what we already are. It
Yes.
doesn't change you. It just brings out more of what people are often.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this. Do you know what I love? I love talking about money.
It is. It's
Like,
really,
it's really, it can be like, I know you do. It can be really, really powerful. And I think that's a big thing when you stop hiding from it and you stop kind of just putting all of those money things, all those debt things, those stories or whatever, just like in a cupboard, in a dark cupboard. When you bring it to light, it becomes like a really nice thing to talk about. And even talking about debt, like I am now, I'm so happy to talk about debt with people. I'm so happy to have the conversation about, wow, how did you buy a house? How did you afford that? And people are pretty open to talking about that. A lot of people that I've been speaking to, nearly everyone these days that I'm talking to, KiwiSaver has been like really helpful, getting grants from the government, and also like having parents to help out, like being guarantors or things like that.
Yeah, the more we talk about it, the more open we are, then the more we can help each other, because it's like, it's not scary once it's out in the open.
Yeah.
Makes it not intimidating.
It's money.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, babe. And we also have Sunniva is doing an event with two amazing babes, like two beautiful babes. Amy, oh my gosh, Amy Bergen.
Yeah. And Caitlin.
And Caitlin.
Yes. Caitlin
Dupree's, yeah. And that is coming up next Wednesday. And I'm going to be giving away a ticket. I'm going and I'm so excited. And then I'm going to give away a ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, exciting. So I'll do that on my gram. Thank you so much.
Fun. Yay.
Oh, fab. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, we did this last time. How do we end it? Okay, bye.